Hi Malka, I always find it easier to make screen videos instead of write, so I'm just going to read what you wrote. Hi, you said in the video feedback how I've shot in RAW. I have no idea what that is and what is making me shoot in that. Okay, so to find out what RAW is, you have access to it. It hasn't been open to you yet, but it's a free preview in class 6. Okay, so go into the main landing page, go to class 6. And it's chapter 3, RAW versus JPEG. Watch that. It's 15 minutes, 16 minutes. That will explain to you what RAW is. In regards to getting out of RAW, is you have to make sure go into your menu, and you'll see where it will say choosing RAW or JPEG. Make sure you're shooting in JPEG. Okay. Also, it's getting a bit confusing. I went to do a photo shoot today, and the shutter speed I made normal, like 250, and the aperture I made at about 5.6, and the images were coming out far too light. Then I moved it up, and they came far too dark. I was shooting in M. Can you give an example of what settings I should be on for regular outdoor family portraits when I want a shallow depth of field? I'm just a bit confused how it all goes together, thanks. Okay, Malcolm, right now you're holding in lesson 3. You haven't even... you haven't gotten into aperture yet. That's lesson 4, and lesson 5 you'll see how it all comes together. It's impossible to tell you what setting to use because it's dependent on how much light is available in the situation that you're shooting in. So if you're in a very bright situation and you're at a 2/50th of a second at f5.6, your pictures are going to be overexposed. Where if you're in a very low light ambient situation, like at night time, and you were at 2/50th of a second at 5.6, your picture would be black. It's dependent on how much light there is available. You haven't learned about ISO yet, which is it's a vital part of the exposure triangle, which is comprised of aperture, shutter speed, and ISO. You're going to see it all come together at the end of class 4, and especially in class 5. So as it is, it's not even worth me trying to explain things now, because you've seen how we explain things in a progression. And the problem with photography is everything is interdependent. So where do you begin? Because you need to understand everything to understand anything. So over the years, we've created this system where we start at the beginning focus, and then shutter speed, and then aperture, and then ISO, and then we see it all come together once we understand each piece in its own right. So just hold tight, be patient. You're doing great. The results are, we can see that you're moving forward. You're going to have this like aha moment in the 5th class, and it's all going to like come together. And you'll be, oh wow, I understand. If I do this to my aperture, then I have to do this to my ISO, and then this to my shutter speed, and that will cause this, and it will all come together, and you'll be like, oh wow. Okay, so keep practicing. It's okay if you're frustrated, because frustration is the key to improvement, because if things are going great, then you never need to improve. So it's good that you're frustrated. Keep trying. If you're out there and you fumble around, like again, I can't just explain to you ISO on one leg. It's not going to be fair to you, but you'll understand it when you get to that class 5. You've got another week or so until it all becomes clear. In the meantime, keep shooting. If you need to stay in automatic, in AV, that's a good option. Or in P as well is a good option if you're just getting too frustrated and things don't come together. Otherwise, sit tight and it will all come clear within about a week, 2 weeks max. Okay, stay strong, all the best.